The NBA never stops. And for the Philadelphia 76ers, after a trip to the Eastern Conference semifinals, a great year for rookie Ben Simmons, a great year for runner-up in the Defensive Player of the Year, Joel Embiid. The sky is the limit now, as Brett Brown, their head coach and now de facto general manager, said last week. It's about star hunting, and that's what this summer is for the Sixers. The ability with cap room and trade assets to go out there and hunt for a star or two. And the two big names associated with the Sixers right now are LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard. And for the Sixers this offseason, the dream, of course, would be to land both Kawhi and LeBron James and form their own super team around Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. The likelihood is that probably doesn't happen. So if it's one or the other, what's more likely for the Sixers? I think it's more likely, even though LeBron probably will give them time of day, probably will give them a meeting, and probably will flirt with the Sixers here, along with staying with the Cavs and probably landing with the Los Angeles Lakers. I think the likelihood for the Sixers, if they're going to land one or the other, it's to land Kawhi Leonard, because the Sixers don't have to pitch Kawhi Leonard. They don't have to do anything besides facilitate a trade with the San Antonio Spurs and convince the Spurs to send Kawhi Leonard east and not west, maybe to the Lakers with LeBron James. Now, it would come with risk because we don't know if Kawhi Leonard is willing to sign a contract extension with the Sixers. It could be a one-year deal. But with the Sixers, here's what they have to offer. They have to offer some combination of Dario Saric, of Robert Covington, of last year's number one overall pick Markelle Fultz, of this year's first-round pick Zaire Smith, and an unprotected 2021 Miami Heat pick, which could be a very, very valuable draft pick. If the Sixers truly want Kawhi Leonard, I think he's the guy, not LeBron James. They land, and they have a big three next year of Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and Kawhi Leonard.